Longtime Dodgers broadcaster Charley Steiner grew up following the team in Brooklyn and first fell in love with the game while listening to Vin Scully on the radio. Then in 1981, Steiner came to Los Angeles to cover the 1981 World Series, where he would end up meeting his future broadcasting partner of nearly 19 years.
Boys in Blue, sponsored by Capozio Buick GMC.
I remember talking to this tall center fielder after the game with this big, deep voice. It was Rick Monday. Yeah. And I go back to New York and I tell my staff, there's a broadcaster in this Monday fella. A, he's articulate. B, he's photogenic. C, he's got the voice. And little did I know, we'd be working together for now 19 years.
Does Rick know that story?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I said, I discovered you before you got discovered. Mo and I, we couldn't be luckier. I mean, we've had a 19-year marriage, and in this business, to have people come and go all the time, and yet here we are, and we're still having fun, and they still invite us back every year.
And the seat that you sit in was occupied by the best.
I will never, ever underestimate the importance of it and the importance of it to me. And most folks, or at least some folks, know the story. I grew up in New York, and I was a Brooklyn Dodger fan. And the first time I heard a baseball game on the radio, on WMGM 1050, where I first heard Vin. And I heard the crack of the bat and the crowd cheering in this overarching voice, and I knew right then and there what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a Dodger announcer. Little did I know, a year later they would move, and 50-something years later, I would be out here and now completing my 19th year.
When I think about Vinny Scully, to me, he is like the North Star. Everybody wants to be like him, and that's a good reason or person or subject to have or object to have to reach for.
Oh, well, exactly. And people would say, oh, gee, when we first came out here, Vin would do the first 3 innings simulcast, and they'd say, does that bother you? No, no, why? Look, I was happy to play Pepper with Babe Ruth all those years. And the guy that I wanted to be as a child, who then became a mentor and a friend and a coworker, hey, never had an issue with any of that stuff. And I wouldn't be talking to you now had it not been for Vin. I don't know what else I would have done for a living. He was, as you said before, he was the North Star. He was the guy that I wanted to be like. I never, ever said, oh, I'm going to replace him. No, he's irreplaceable. And again, he was this second father figure to me. And we just had a wonderful relationship. And that last year that we were together was fabulous. And really, until he passed away, it was almost a father-son relationship. I loved it.
And the likes of a Vin Scully shall never be seen again.
Hell
never
no.
Cross our path again.
Hell no, not even close. There will be other great broadcasters, but not Vin. He defined the genre.
Isn't it amazing to have a job where they're paying you to have fun?
Oh man, there's not a day that goes by. Again, this is our office. This is Dodger Stadium. The San Gabriel Mountains are off in the distance. The palm trees and 50,000 folks at night. I started in this racket my freshman year in college in 1967. So that's 56 years? And I still haven't worked a day in my life.